Oosh,
We're going.
oosh. Oh my god, this is so bright. Oh my god, this is You okay?
Is it on?
Yeah, that's on.
Okay.
We're like recording now.
Okay.
Right, so I'm just gonna count like 3, 2, 1,
Uno, dos, tres.
and then you just want to start talking first.
Yeah. on there. Welcome back, episode 8, subject to change.
We are very excited about this one.
Very excited indeed.
You may be able to tell what we're going to be talking about based on the title of this episode. We have a very special guest. We have Tyra here. How are you?
Do you want to
Hello,
introduce
everybody.
yourself?
I'm Tyra. Lovely to meet all of the viewers.
Pleasure to have you here.
Here we go.
She sounds a little bit nervous, probably. I would say there's viewers and listeners.
Yeah.
And
But,
listeners, sorry.
But pretty much what this episode is going to be is we're going to talk a little bit about OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very excited.
Yep.
Very interesting app that is now available.
It's quite a new concept. Is
Yeah.
it? How old is OnlyFans?
Oh, I actually don't know any of the background.
No, you just got
I
straight
literally
into it.
don't
could
know.
find that out quite quickly. How
Yeah.
old do you reckon it is?
I think it's like,
I think it might be a few
it's
years.
new, but it's like not like brand new.
OnlyFans. I'm going to check now.
Yeah, have a look.
How do I drink?
2016 was when it launched.
2016.
Yeah, September.
So if you were on it then, you were killing it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I
Isn't
mean?
the guy? Someone told me this. This could be wrong, but the creator, like the owner of OnlyFans, lives in Bondi.
Really?
What?
It's not. Is it
Surely
OnlyFans?
Are you just confidently
No.
guessing?
Someone said that they know who he is. Like, type it in. The founder of OnlyFans.
The creator.
I'm pretty sure he lives in Bondi.
It's American
well,
based,
the, the creator of OnlyFans is a female.
Yeah. And where does she live?
Let's see.
No,
where
I'm
she
sure it
lives.
would be like America.
Oh, a minute. Here we go.
And she is German.
Completely wrong. There we go. Sweet.
Hey,
There we
well,
go.
we're all wrong.
No worries. Just testing you. I didn't want you to just believe everything I said.
Dan has a thing where he confidently guesses.
Yeah.
So you're totally wrong on that one.
Completely wrong. Okay.
I
Yeah,
like how
sweet.
you came in very confident. Yeah, the owner, the founder, lives in
Okay, no.
lives in Bondi.
Okay.
Bondi.
Lives in Campbell Parade beside Ravisi's.
Okay, something else. Someone else. Is it Afterpay?
I don't know.
Okay, someone
No,
said something.
that I
Afterpay
can
is an-
see because
yeah,
it's Australian.
It's an Australian company.
Okay,
Afterpay.
yeah, it might be
Okay.
Afterpay then. Someone said the After.
That
okay.
couldn't be any further
Okay,
from.
yeah. Okay.
Oh Lord, give me strength.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Well, we're sorry for the misinformation to start off this podcast.
There's a
I
lot
swear
to learn.
everything else is going to be on point. So pretty much we want to start off is by just letting us know.
Yeah.
What is OnlyFans? Give us your insight into your
So,
experience.
OnlyFans can be pretty much like what anyone wants it to be.
Yeah.
Obviously, the main reason it was like made is for X-rated content.
Yeah.
But I think now like people are actually taking it into like their own hands and doing it with like extra whatever. Like I've seen hairdressers and shit go on there and be like, I'll
Yeah.
teach you how to do this. But yeah, it's
Wait,
mainly
what? As in they're doing stuff. As in, sorry, to do what kind of stuff?
well, like I don't know, like they do like Instagram videos and they'll be like, oh, I can teach you how to do like step by step. I don't know. That was just a bad
Yeah,
example, but something like that.
Cool.
No, because that's actually quite true. Because I know there are PTs and fitness influencers that use OnlyFans as well, and they're making money from it just by not posting anything X-rated. It's just PT content. I have a friend. She just posts like videos of her dancing on it, and it says explicitly there's not going to be any naked stuff, anything like that. It's just me dancing.
Yeah.
And I saw a TikTok like a few months ago of this girl that wanted to like test how you can make money on OnlyFans, and she also made this OnlyFans page and said, I'm only going to be putting up like photos of me in my bikini and that's it. And she made like over $5,000 in her first month.
That's mad, isn't it?
What?
Yeah. So like it's
You can do whatever you want
you can
with
pretty
it,
much
like-
do whatever you want on it.
You could be like, I'm gonna cook some eggs, and someone will be like, yeah.
Didn't Michael B. Jordan? Didn't you say he's going to put up things
Apparently.
of
Oh,
eating fruit?
What was it? Yeah, it was like a something like that.
Yeah, he was gonna do like just him eating fruit.
Eating fruit.
And I guarantee
Man.
He'll get
millions.
fucking loads of people.
Yeah.
Wait,
People will
I can
pay
swear
for
Yeah, you
at
can
that.
swear,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, say whatever the fuck you want.
Perfect. Yeah.
My mum gives off about Dan swearing because he just
Yeah.
swears all the
Oh,
time.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just like, he needs to stop swearing so much when
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense. So I had to call out a few things in the last episode because like you sound
Yeah.
so
I'm the same.
derogatory.
If you don't like the swearing, fuck off.
Not
Oh,
you, Mum,
that's
stay.
rude. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Sorry, mother. Say
Sorry,
sorry.
Mum. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mum. I'm sorry, Mrs. Dwayne.
Yeah,
Mrs.
that's
Dwayne.
definitely not her name, but anyway. But yeah, that's the thing. OnlyFans is like very much for anyone.
So, how did you first get into it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, obviously, I think it was during COVID. I know you said that before.
It was before that. It was like,
Like, when was the first light bulb moment you were like, let's do this?
So what happened was I was on Tinder and a guy
every great
messaged
story
me.
starts from Tinder.
Yeah. A guy messaged me and was like, oh, can I buy a picture from you? And I was like, all right, like, why not? And he was like,
Oh,
oh,
so you said yes?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So he was like, oh, a picture of your ass. I was like, sweet, like, you take those anyway,
How much
don't
for?
you? So this is where I should have known. It wasn't, like, legit. He was like, $300. So I was like, sick. And he sent me, like, a screenshot of the bank thing.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like, he sent it, whatever, but... You know, like when you send to a new bank, you can just...
Oh, you can like cancel it.
So I woke up the next day, it blocked me.
Oh, the cheeky shit.
What an absolute
It's very common.
wanker.
That's so common though. Like, always, I don't know. But yeah.
I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have done that.
Probably was you. Honestly.
Wouldn't surprise
Wouldn't
me.
surprise me. Honestly, it literally wouldn't. But yeah. So then I was like, do you know what? Fuck this. Like, I'm going to get paid for this properly. And then I was like, yeah. I did it.
But you know what's so funny? Like I used to have friends back in Northern Ireland who would get messages from dudes asking for pictures of like their feet or their socks,
I wasn't lucky enough
or
for
like
this.
or for them to like send them their sweaty socks, and I'm just like,
Why
would
would you
not
do that?
it?
Why,
Yeah,
why
what the
would you
fuck?
not do
It's like,
that?
just do it.
I know.
Why is
If you
every person not doing that and
It's like
capitalising
if
on
you're
that?
getting that if that money goes into your PayPal, I would be sending those socks.
Mate.
£200 or whatever it was they're offering for socks.
That's
and
mad.
you're a student.
See, I didn't get any of those. Like, I wasn't lucky enough to have feet people. Like, they're just so annoying. I would love them.
that's
So you went from Tinder onto OnlyFans, but what was the actual what was the actual process?
That was funny.
Sorry, it's because last time you got the coughs on the mic, and so now I'm trying to like move the mic away. I got bollock last time because
That would be
my
funny to
hair.
watch in the video.
do you wanna just I'm about to cough.
That was really loud.
That was.
Yeah.
Oh, my hair's doing my head.
Last time I was really ill, and I listened back to it, and he had to edit out like so many like of me
Really?
sniffling and it was really it was quite gross.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
Oh.
That was
gross.
funny.
So what were you going to ask?
yeah,
Daniel?
sorry.
So you went from Tinder to OnlyFans, but it didn't just happen like that. Obviously, you need
I mean,
to
it
look
did.
into- but like,
I was on the train all the way to work, and
You
I
just
was like,
created
the
the
fuck?
account.
Yeah.
But then what happened? You set like, is it?
I mean, like,
how
obviously-
simple is it? You just set up an account. You like.
I mean, obviously, like, you know people that do it. Like, I knew someone from home who did it, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's always been, like, in the back of my head. And, you know, like, everyone takes nudes. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Most people
Yeah.
do. But I was just on the train to work, and I saw that he blocked me, and I was like, what the fuck? And then, yeah, I made my account pretty much there.
There
So like,
on
I
the
did
train.
nothing, basically, at work. So I was just like, yeah.
That's mad. So like, do you have to like verify yourself and stuff like that?
It does take a while. Like, it takes like 24 hours or something. You have to like
Okay.
prove that it's you. Like, take
Yeah.
a picture of your passport and stuff like
Do you have
that.
to like connect it to like any social media accounts or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
What was your like friend's first impression when you told him you were going to do OnlyFans?
They all found it hilarious,
Was
actually.
that-
Yeah, they were just
Oh,
like,
that's
that's
quite cool.
funny.
To
Yeah.
be fair, like when we first met, because it was down at the beach, and I was like, "Oh, hey," and you're like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I'm a videographer." La da da da. And then you're like, "Do you want to film some content?"
Oh my
for
god,
me?"
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So she just, I was like,
I
"Oh."
meant like clothes.
Yeah, obviously. So I was just like, "Oh, I'm a videographer." La da da. And then I was like, "Oh, so what do you do?" And she's like, "Oh, yeah, I do OnlyFans." And I was like, obviously taken back. I was like, "Wait, what?" Because you said it like so nonchalantly, and I've never met anyone that did it
Yeah,
or
same.
or spoke to them about
That
it. So
surprises me. It really does.
So when you said it, I was like, "Holy, like shit, you do OnlyFans?" And then you were just like, "Yeah, just talking away about it."
I remember he told me he was like, I met someone on the beach did OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I was like, is she single? That was my first question. Is she single? So I'm sorry, mate. She's definitely not. I went, fair play.
Oh, well, I am, but
Were you single then?
yeah.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
just lied
Yeah,
to
you
me.
were.
I haven't had a boyfriend out here.
I
Don't know
feel
what I thought
like
about that.
I didn't say that she wasn't single.
Oh, you might have just lied to me.
I probably just told you just to stay away.
Yeah.
I
That's probably why I
I
went.
didn't want
Nah,
you
mate, definitely
infiltrating
not.
that group of
Yeah,
friends.
That's fair. He did it was a good move
Yeah.
on your part.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Um,
But yeah, I do remember you saying that, and I was kind of caught back, and then you were like, "Oh yeah, I need a videographer."
I
And
wanted like a promo video for my Instagram at the time. Not like, because it has to be, you know,
Yeah.
PG in it. So
Yeah, but you know what it was, because you said like you had like a photographer that you used as well. and
really,
you're like,
he
"Oh,
travelled around with you.
yeah. So like, that was going to be the next topic. So it's like the type of content that you do. Like, what did you used to post? Because obviously I didn't have OnlyFans and subscribe, so I don't know.
I'm glad, honestly. When people are like, yeah, I've subscribed, I'm like, oh, it's so cringe.
Like people you knew would
Yeah,
say that they
I'll
subscribed.
go home and to England and I'll see people. I'll be like, you've seen my vagina. Like,
'cause
it's
you cannot-
weird.
So you can actually see everyone subscribes to you?
You can see,
Really?
yeah, but obviously, like, it's automatically anonymous. But if you choose to put your name in, which stupidly some people
So
did,
you can see
like,
everyone who's seen the content.
yeah. Or some people would message me and be like, "Wow, it's so amazing."
You can put like anonymous though, can't you?
No,
Yeah.
no, people can put anonymous.
What?
The people that subscribe can put anonymous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So you can't see my name pop up anyway.
No,
Okay,
it just says
sweet.
users 764.
Oh, thank God for that.
Shut up. Yeah, so
You definitely have OnlyFans, don't you? You actually do as well.
I feel like, do you?
No.
Yeah, he
I'm
does.
checking your phone and seeing
We're
what
just
apps.
going to skip this. We're just gonna skip this.
He actually does.
By the way,
Love
if there's any OnlyFans creators out there, Dwayne does all the videography. He does all of it very well. So if you're looking to anyone to edit your videos,
Love it.
He
And
is
if
here.
I can film Dan, I can film anyone.
He has loads of behind the scenes footage as well, and it looks
really?
absolutely immaculate.
But yeah, so what type of like content did you like make when you were doing it? Because you obviously had like your photographer and all that.
So that was mainly for like Instagram, obviously. You know, you need to look
The part.
PG-ish.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, content can vary. Like, it depends what your viewers want to see.
Yeah. Okay.
So people will ask. Obviously, you know, it's pretty much just porn. But
Yeah.
if you don't have someone to film with, then obviously it's all just, you know, self stuff.
Yeah.
So you're just like chucking your phone up on a tripod and then they're
I've
just
got all
like
the equipment that I needed. Yeah, it was
ring light and that.
ring light. Yeah, I got one of those little square ones now. They're better than them.
Was square. Oh yeah. Okay.
The little
Yeah. The
box.
square LED lights.
That's it.
And like, in terms of what was like some of the stuff people would like ask for? Because how does it work? Because obviously I know people pay a subscription and you can kind of decide what that subscription is a month. Mm-hmm. And then I also know that people can also pay extra to get more shit. Isn't
So
it?
I have 2 pages.
Okay.
So I have like a VIP page, which is the subscription based one, and then you have a free one, which is like you use the free one to
tease
like
people.
drive traffic like
To the
that
other
way.
one. Yeah.
So the free one, like you post stuff, but everything's locked, so you have to pay to unlock it basically.
okay.
And then if you go to the VIP page, you get some stuff unlocked, but you
Yeah.
still have to pay for extra.
Yeah.
Because you know, obviously, you're not trying to lose money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you just sort of post like whatever you think people want to see. It's tough because
Yeah.
you're like you have to be your own like creative director
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
and photographer and everything. So it's like, you know,
You're literally your own business.
Yeah.
and like
trying
if
to
you
make
don't
it
like
nice.
the picture, like it's a weird one because you know people aren't fussy about what they just want to see.
It's men,
the bits.
pretty much mostly. So they're just like
Disgusting
such
animals.
simple humans.
This is it.
Yeah.
Like I could just, you know, I could take a picture of like my asshole, but I could look disgusting in it and not like it. But you know, they might really like it. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know, it's one of those things. It's a trial and error, really. But
So
yeah.
did you like? How did it like the content you started doing? Where did it start, and how did you like get to the next stage in content? And like, did you bring anyone else on?
I have had some.
Yeah,
So,
male-
she
so, so,
has.
so like,
She
how
has.
did that happen?
I know.
How
a
did you
couple of
get
the-
from?
I know one of the guys. It's just
Do ya?
funny. I've met him before.
Have you?
Yeah.
We aren't going to drop
When?
his name.
No,
Let's
I was
definitely
gonna-
Oh,
What's his
you
name?
did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Have I ever met him?
No, you
No,
haven't.
you
Oh,
didn't.
it'd be funny if I did.
You didn't come to that
Yeah,
party.
you didn't come to the party.
I was at the party.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was there. That's
Um,
jokes.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's funny. That.
Sorry, yeah. So the content you started doing,
God.
obviously it would have like escalate, or you would have done more content. You would have, done
Yeah, you know,
different
it
things.
progresses like because obviously at first, you know, it's all a bit nerve wracking. Like you're thinking, fuck, like I'm putting this on the internet
Oh,
forever.
massively.
So you know, I started off by like you know just the boobs, and then obviously
Was it like just pictures at first as well?
just
Yeah.
pictures, and then like you know little teaser videos here and there.
Yeah.
And then yeah, you get requests in. Obviously, like everyone's like, oh, I want to see you doing this and this, and if you want to make money, you have to fulfill these requests. Obviously, only if you don't want to, you don't have to. But
Yeah.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
can
But you
lose
know,
business.
Wasn't there a celebrity that started an OnlyFans, and then the whole app like crashed.
Every
and then
time.
they kind of like changed the rules because
Yeah.
there was like I remember reading it. I remember
It was Bella Thorne.
Yeah, that's it. Because
Yeah.
remember I was talking to briefly on
pissed me
Instagram
off.
about it. So pretty much celebrity like decided because loads of celebrities are doing it now who are
Yeah.
already
Which is
rich.
just stupid, like
Which is
fucking
annoying.
greedy, mate. Like we're
Yeah.
all working really hard here,
Yeah.
with no money. Like, Jesus.
That's the thing. So like this celebrity Bella Thorne joins OnlyFans and the app just crashes because so many people started subscribing and obviously they didn't have the capabilities to like handle that many people. And what was it? Did they put a cap on like how much you can like tip or something?
So she sent out a picture for $200, said it was naked, but it wasn't. It was her in a bikini. So she'd scammed everyone. So people were
Yeah.
asking for refunds. So then they gave it like you were only allowed to tip like $50 or something, whereas you could tip. That was the max. It was something like that. Like the maximum thing was like,
tip or something like that.
You could tip however much you wanted,
Before
or like
that.
maximum 500, but now you could only tip like 100, which is then just annoying, you know.
Yeah. Sorry, he's just rubbing his bum.
He's really upset, like, because you're new, he'll just spend all the time with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just greedy. I'm like, every time a celebrity or someone well known went on, like the traffic on the site would just crash, which then makes it harder for us because we're not making any money because the site's down all day, so it's
all the
just
traffic's
annoying.
going to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some celebrities
Selfish.
have said like they've been making more from OnlyFans than they actually have from their celebrity status.
It's nuts. Isn't
Like,
it?
do you know,
Really?
you know Safari that used to date Nicki Minaj? He's like a
No.
rapper. So he's a rapper, and he's like, he's not great. He's a pretty shit rapper, but
Yeah.
he was famous from rapping, and he was with Nicki Minaj for a while. But he's like made millions.
Jeez.
You know that Bad Baby? Do you know her? The Catch Me Outside girl?
Oh yeah.
She's made fucking millions.
She made $1 million in like the first month. But you know what's
Wait.
Overnight. Like,
But overnight. But you know what's the
Mental.
Who's
creepiest
this?
thing?
you know the girl's like,
Catch me outside, how about that?
Oh, the one who went on like Jeremy Cole or something
Yeah,
like that?
one of them. Like,
The American
but you know what the
version.
sick thing is? She's just turned 18, and as soon as she turned 18, she made the account, and like obviously all these middle-aged men are like subscribing, and it's just like you've been thinking about her for that length of time. Like the people have literally commented, being like, men have commented on her IG, being like, I've been waiting for this,
ugh.
Oh, that's
and I was just
gross.
like, that is vile.
That is such
That
pedo
is
behaviour.
vile. So you know what I mean? But she's 18, so she can do what she wants. But like she made like crazy money, like overnight on OnlyFans.
Millions.
Seriously?
You have
Yeah.
to pay tax on it though. Like,
Yes.
Jeez.
The OnlyFans takes the tax off though. Oh wait, what?
They take 20% just as, because obviously it's a
Yeah.
platform that we use, but you have to pay. So I just got my tax bill.
Oh, because it's like you're like self-employed kind of thing, so you have to do your tax.
Like if you
return.
don't, then obviously the law, someone will be like,
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah. Because like someone actually was talking about it and being like, "Why are you gonna put up that on the internet?" Because now like the tax people are gonna be like, "We know how much
We know
you
you're
made
making
in
it,
one,
yeah.
in one day." So
Yeah,
we
I always
know
thought that was a bit dumb.
Yeah, a
I
bit
also
weird.
thought it was a bit weird that people would just like happily show how much they've earned, because it's not a normal thing to do in a normal
Yeah.
job, is it?
Yeah.
Whereas it's very normal for people to ask you, how much do you make? Like, do you know what I mean? I thought it was a bit weird from my aspect. Like people would ask me, like, you look like you're killing it, and I'm sat there like eating Pringles. Like, no, it's not that easy.
the life you don't see.
Yeah, literally. No, that's it.
That's actually jokes. But like one of the things we want to know is like, how do you actually gain like your subscribers? Because
Yeah.
obviously with OnlyFans it's going to be X-rated like content, and you can't really share it on your Facebook with all your family and like your friends, or
That's
on your
it.
Instagram.
Definitely not
because,
Facebook. My God. can
Yeah.
you
So
imagine?
like how does that work? I know you briefly explained to me a while back because I
Yeah.
asked you before you came in the podcast. I was just like, how does it work?
So like Instagram, you can't share anything X-rated. Literally, like this, like me holding my boob would be taken off, even if I was wearing clothes. Like it's
Yeah.
just seen as like, you know, because there's kids on there. I
Yeah.
understand. But like Twitter and stuff, you can literally post whatever you want.
Twitter's
Like there's
intense.
literally sex
Twitter?
on there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've not used Twitter in probably like
I love Twitter.
8 years.
Twitter,
Twitter's great.
there's girls in OnlyFans posting Twitter, and they've literally,
Just do
It's
whatever they want.
literally just sex
Yeah.
and porn.
yeah.
It's
It's
not.
really-
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
man. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's so
Because
weird.
there's still young people on there.
Yeah.
Twitter. I've been off Twitter for a long time.
Oh, so you use Twitter then?
Well, I used Twitter. Actually, I didn't use Twitter until like quite a while after. But like the way to do it is you pay for promotions. So like
Yeah.
bigger people with a higher subscription, whatever, would like shout you out. So you'd pay like to be posted on their page, and then you'd get a lot of people. Or you just have to do like shout outs with other girls that are like similar to you, but every day. Like it was actually so like fucking boring. Like literally every single day you'd have to shout someone out, and then people would complain like, oh, you've got loads of other girls, I just want to see you. And I'm like, oh. So you'd have to build up your free page and then drive people over to your VIP page. But it's just, there's a lot of work, there's a lot of background stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
There's a lot of stuff that people don't see.
Yeah,
goes
that
into
would
it.
be like, because I remember you kind of touched on it with me once, because yeah, so obviously Tyra was doing OnlyFans, but she's not doing it anymore. She's
just put it out there.
She switched careers. So for anyone who's listening and was about to like try and find her on it, it's done.
Not going to plug the name.
Oh, what? It would still be up there. Or have you
It
taken
is
it down?
currently up. I'm actually I'm going to take it down because I legally, because I've just got my tax bill, so I need to pay that.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like, I mean, I could keep the page up, but
I mean, if
would there not be
would
a
you not still be
benefit to
getting
keeping- yeah.
subscribers?
I mean, there is a benefit every month. I look in there,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
like,
still-
oh, cheeky
there's
little
still-
200 quid, like,
yeah,
you
so
know.
Yeah.
I would keep it up as well.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah,
still
but what
like,
if like the government's like, oh,
Wait, what's the issue with the government?
well,
Like,
because obviously I'm paying tax, but I'm gonna like stop because I don't want
Right,
to pay
okay.
tax. on it,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? It's
fair.
effort, mate.
because
Like,
you're gonna be paying tax on
Yeah,
that
okay.
and your actual.
and I have to work
your
out my
job.
expenses. It's honestly a ball ache.
So like,
what-
why
yeah, go
why
on.
did you kind of like decide just to knock it in the head?
Yeah.
It just wasn't serving me anymore.
In
Like
terms of what?
mentally, I see a lot of girls on there, like on Twitter, and that they all have really bad mental health problems.
Mm.
You have to have thick skin. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're dealing with something like that, obviously by choice. Like, you know, you signed up for it, whatever. But you're literally having to like basically barter with people, like trying to sell your own body and like your
Yeah.
pictures and shit. It's just weird to me. Like, and the market's
Yeah.
so competitive. Like, I could have a sex video up for $10 and someone else will have one for $5. Like, they're not
Yeah.
going to buy mine. Like, you constantly have to like lower your prices, and it just made me feel like shit.
And it's like
So I was
your
like,
time
well-
wasn't like worth the money. I would assume
Yeah,
like you're spending so much time trying to create the content, and then
Literally.
they're like trying to get you to give it up for less. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Nah, what are
It
you
was just
doing?
shit. Like, I was just like, I didn't want to do that. So yeah.
I can imagine that after a while you're bartering on your own, like the value of yourself.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, you make me feel like shit, and you're just like, you're a fucking little weirdo sat behind a screen buying my pictures. Like,
And if someone keeps
know.
knocking you down in price as well, you're like, is it just not worth like this amount
Yeah.
of money? Yeah.
And they're all idiots. I don't know. It's just stupid. But yeah, the market's just so competitive, and it's constantly changing. Like, people do like bundle deals now where they put like all of their sex tapes in one for $10. I'm like, I was sending like
$10?
Yeah, no, I'm not even. Or $3, like, because then you get more opens. Obviously, you know, the cheaper you send out like mass messages basically,
Yeah.
and you just
Yeah.
like, if I was like, all of my sex tapes, and then list what's going on.
I guess like if some girls have like, let's say, 10,000. Is 10,000 subscribers a lot on OnlyFans?
Yeah, I used to have. God, I don't even know, like 6,000.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I guess if you had 6,000 subscribers and you're just like a bundle of pictures and and two videos for like, I don't know, what would be normal, like $30 for a bundle,
Oh no,
or even 10, or if you do 10, that's like
$12 maybe.
that's a lot of money. If it's say half of them, if 50% of your subscribers, or even 20%.
Like half of them wouldn't even open it, because you can see the percentage of people that
Yeah.
open them, and they wouldn't even,
So if
because
you-
they're constantly getting messages from other people.
Other people, yeah.
So like your message just gets pushed down the pile. So it's like you constantly have to be like, it's so hard.
I've never understood this, right?
Mm.
Why people go to OnlyFans when like porn is completely free. I've just
Because
always-
it's personal.
Mm.
Like, you can ask someone, you,
can
can't
ask- you
go
can-
get
you can
fucking
ask for, like,
Lana
a
Rhodes to
specific video.
fucking, yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? You can ask people like,
Lana
oh, say
Rose
my
doesn't
name.
do porn anymore, by the way.
Was she not?
Is it? I don't know who that is. Okay.
Really?
No.
Okay.
You seem so
Yeah.
surprised. No, I don't know who that is.
But yeah, that's a good point. It is the personable thing.
It is,
being
yeah.
able to like, because you can
It's
speak to them as
custom.
well.
Like, yeah, I used to do video calls.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Oh, did you?
Yes, because I remember
very
you,
fucking weird.
I remember
What
you used to
happened?
tell me
Go on.
like you used to tell me like you'd have like men like on the other side of the world who are like 15 hours behind.
Oh, that's
and you have
it.
to like do different times of the day where you have to like get up at 5 or like stay up because
I used to
they-
stay up till stupid o'clock in the morning.
to
Because,
like,
like,
have these calls with people.
most of them are in America. Most of my fans, anyway. Like,
Yeah.
that's where they were. So I'd literally, and you don't know when people are online, so you have to just sit on the site and just wait. So it literally is so time consuming. I spent, well, obviously lockdown that made it a lot easier to stay in.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
winter, whatever. But like, fucking hell, when I started wanting to go out and that, like, I was going having beach days, and I was like feeling guilty for not being on because I wasn't making money. So it was
Yeah.
just shit. But yeah, it's mad.
Bloody hell.
It's a lot.
I feel like that's one thing why I wanted you to come on, because I think looking from the outside in, it's hard. It's easy to just look at and think, oh yeah, they're just posting content and then
Yeah.
people just pay a
It's
monthly
not.
thing. But it's like when I spoke to you about it, like the few times that we have, like I was just like kind of baffled. I was like, I didn't realize how much effort it actually goes through. 1, to make the content, 2, to actually get subscribers, and 3, to actually keep people's engagement and get them to like think, like, yeah, I want to pay.
Like,
this,
if you're not
this much
replying to
money.
messages, they'll talk to someone else. There's loads of girls on there. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, if I've not replied to that hello from that guy, like, he's gone, the sale's gone. And then you have to convince him to buy yours instead of someone else's. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
it's a pain in the ass, man.
Yeah, it's like when you're just like.
And I'm not a sales guy.
Going through the night markets in Thailand and you're like bartering to like get
Yeah.
the price down. Just like, oh.
It's the same if it's your, I guess, it's like any business, but I guess it's a bit more personal, yeah, like when you're doing it to your own body, it can get a bit more like emotional about what it is you're doing. What was the actual, I don't know if you answered it, what was the actual process? You said you brought someone on. What was the actual process of finding that person? I just want to know.
Well, so okay, it's a good
I don't know who the person
question.
is, obviously, obviously.
I've had 2 people on there.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. So the first person I had was just like a one night stand one weekend.
And you
we had
said
sex.
it afterwards.
He actually offered it. So we were having sex. It was great. And then the day after, he was like, "Oh, do you want to do some filming?" I was like, "Sure. Why not? Might as well make some money." And then it was great. And he was like a model, so the angles were brilliant. And I was absolutely like super happy with all the content. Sold it for. I made like fucking $3,000 off of those videos. It was great.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. And then the second guy was just it was just someone that I was sleeping with for a bit, and then he just, actually we filmed stuff on the first time we had sex, I think. It's because he knew I did it.
Yeah.
So instantly everyone's like, "Oh my God, you filmed stuff, like you're OnlyFans." Like instantly everyone just thinks you're this like kinky bitch, and I'm just like, I'm actually not, I'm pretty vanilla, but like it is what it is.
You're like so dopey.
Yeah, literally. Thanks, Dwayne.
But she's lovely. For anyone listening.
Yeah. But so I don't know, but it's weird because when it comes to that sort of thing, like if you're filming, like some people expect to get paid and whatever.
Yeah.
But like the first guy that I did it with, I offered him money because I made so much off it, and I was like, do you know what? Like obviously.
Did he take it?
No, he didn't. He was like, no, yeah, lovely. I was like,
Oh,
great.
He didn't take it?
No.
Such a nice guy.
Fucking idiot.
I know. Second guy
Such a
was
nice-
like 30%. I was like, are you fucking joking? I couldn't
Sounds like
believe
my
it.
kind of guy.
No, 30 fucking percent. I was like, first of all, OnlyFans has
30%
taken
's
20,
loads,
so I'm
yeah.
making 50% off my own shit. These are all my fans that I've worked hard to get, and the videos were fucking 30 seconds long. I was like, what porno have you watched where you've actually came within 30 seconds?
Oh my God.
Wait, sorry,
Seriously.
what? The videos are 30 seconds long?
Yeah, not him lastly. He just was
Oh, right. That's what I was like, what? He wants 30% of that? Are you joking?
A percent for every second.
Oh my God.
No,
what?
sorry, I worded that
is
wrong.
jokes.
No.
If he's out there somewhere, he's going, motherfucker.
I hope he doesn't listen, to be honest.
Oh, he definitely will be listening to this.
Oh no. Apologies. Not.
Oh,
No.
that is hilarious.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, I said to this guy, I was like, look, like, if you actually want to get paid for this, like, I will, like, you can be my business partner. Like, I need a particular, like, types of videos. I need the duration. Do you know what I mean? Like, I needed particular positions, blah, blah, blah. Because they want, like, the point of view experience. They don't want to see him. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, I need this, and he was just like, yeah, we'll do it, and then never did. So like, you can't expect to get paid if you're not delivering.
Yeah,
like,
that's true. Because
fair.
there are like a few influencers and stuff that do the coupley thing on OnlyFans,
and they probably make loads.
and they make like crazy money. I actually was watching Logan Paul's podcast, Impulsive, and it's an Aussie guy influencer, but he like lives in LA, and he does OnlyFans with his girl, and they make crazy money, like hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, it's
from
nuts.
OnlyFans.
Oh, Lana Rhodes was on his podcast.
Lana Rhodes, yeah, because
I've seen a
Lana
thing of
Rhodes
her.
was dating his best mate Mike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were
I remember
together.
seeing like a thing on Instagram, and
Yeah,
they're like
she-
really good friends.
Yeah, she was on it.
Yeah, okay, I know she is.
Oh, that is absolutely jokes. But like, we'll go into that. The fact that you were mentioning, oh yeah, you've been in these dates, and then a couple of them ended up like being in it. What's like dating life like?
It's interesting.
since-
I kind
since
of
you've been
like hold back of mentioning it.
Has anyone ever known, like, did anyone ever
No.
reckon that?
Before?
That used to scare the shit out of me, like thinking that, oh my God, if I saw someone, oh my God, nearly said the name then, Tyra. That's
Yeah.
not actually my name, just put that out there. But no, I used to get really scared because it's like, people get really obsessed with you. Like, I had this one guy that would just ring me randomly all the time. I was like, mate, I'm fucking out for dinner, like, you can't ring me.
Ooh, why was he ringing you? Just
Because we used to video call. And he thought that I really liked him. Obviously, it's an act.
Obviously, yeah. Obviously.
No, but I mean like when you're dating like now in Sydney,
Oh.
like what's that like
Well,
when you're trying to like?
if when I tell
mention-
people, they just obviously instantly think like, oh, you can send me nudes. It's like, oh, I kind of don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, it actually ruins it a bit for you because you're just like, when something's your job, it takes the fun out of it a bit more. Like,
yeah.
I guess it's kind of the same for you with photography, maybe.
No, I love it.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. As long as you're all right. But no, I don't know.
But I do get that.
Yeah,
I do get that.
it's just like more of a chore.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. Doesn't really
Yeah.
do anything for me now.
That's actually quite funny because someone actually, when we put up a post about asking a question, someone actually asked that.
Oh, really?
Where they're like, does sending nudes kind of like not feel as fun anymore because obviously you're doing
I
that?
think it depends. You know, obviously it's still fun. I'd have to want to do it though, and you know, it has to excite me. But I'm not just gonna like send any random guy a nude and be like, hey, like I used to when I was like 16. But like it's just different.
Especially if someone's like really assumptive because they
they just assume that you just like really like they just obviously sexualize you because that is what it is.
It's like loads of porn stars when you've like seen them in interviews. They're like, I'm not like that when I go home.
Yeah.
Like, this is purely because I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
I don't like. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't. We don't sound like that. We don't look like that. None of that happens.
Yeah.
People,
it's all just for show.
People would meet me and be like, "Oh, you didn't seem what like you're not what I assumed you were like," and I'm just like, "Well, what did you expect? Like, do you want me to suck your dick within 5 minutes? Like, I don't really know what you mean. Like, I don't like seriously though." One guy was like, "Oh, you're so shy." I was like, "I'm not shy. I'm just not."
Yeah, what the fuck do you want me to do?
Just don't really care about like the stimulants.
Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck are you on about, mate?" I was like, "It's so weird."
I've just sat down.
You mentioned like being sexualized. What's that been like for you? Obviously, because you obviously post stuff in your bikini. Could you have like your little Instagram that was like for that?
Oh, my separate one.
Yeah, the separate one.
Yeah.
What's that like, or how does that kind of affect you?
It doesn't really.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Because I've always sort of posted, I think, like a bit on the risque side anyway. So it's never really bothered me in that way. And like, I've had such a positive response, like from people that I know, like when I started doing it, like, I mean, obviously people say shit behind your back, but it is what it is. I don't care. Like,
Non-PC.
Yeah, it is what it is. But I don't know, it never really affected me really. Like, it's hard to say. I can't like think of a time where I've actually been like sexualized in particular. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know there was something you wanted to speak about before. I don't know if I know you said you wanted to gather your thoughts on it. You were talking about how
Women empowerment.
Yeah, women empowerment and stuff like that, and you were saying so you'll be able to explain it more. But you were saying how
what's your it's like we'll see.
Yeah.
So you said about how some women think that OnlyFans is like empowering women, and you had like a bit of like a mixed opinion on it. What was that?
I mean, I feel like, you know, empowerment. Anyone can take anything and say it empowers them. So, you know, it's for everyone to say separately what empowers them and whatever. But I feel like saying that stuff like that empowers you, like it can, obviously, but ultimately, like I used to sit there and be like, yeah, I make money from people fucking buying pictures of me, like bad bitch, you know. But realistically, like the men are still in power because they're paying me, like they're paying my bills. Like if they don't pay me, then I'm fucked. Like so. I don't know, and then obviously it goes back to the point of like having to like barter yourself and like you know, you just makes you feel like shit. Like I don't know. Obviously, some girls out there absolutely love it and take my hat off to them. Like, well done, you're obviously doing well. But I know a lot of girls that don't like it. So
the way I look at it is like women have been like objectified like throughout history. You know what I mean? And OnlyFans has like created this platform where women can start making money from their bodies on their terms to an extent, in terms of instead of having people making it off them. So for example, it's the porn industry. You have all these porn stars who are making money, but they're having to do exactly what people are telling them to do, and they have no choice. Whereas with you on an OnlyFans, people are asking you what they want, but you don't have to do it. You know what I mean?
You don't have to, but then if you want to make money, you kind of do.
Yeah,
like,
you kind of do.
You're not really, and it goes back to like the, you know, competitive market side of it. It's like, you know, if someone's selling something for $5, I'm selling it for 10. You lose out there, so you just have to, keep up with the.
But that's the thing, though. That's the same in every industry as well.
Like any business, whatsoever, you're gonna have your customers who are there going to be determining whether they want to buy your product. You have to determine price based on that.
He works in sales. He knows.
But like,
knows his shit.
I think what people mean, like, it's empowering to like do your own thing. Then by tunage. By that, then it's just empowering to like do your own thing, to work for yourself. It would be more like empowering to work for yourself. It's not just the fact because you're a woman. It's like, by any standard, it's just what any business does.
Yeah, for sure. No, it was so nice. Like I had a year of like life of luxury. Like I did whatever I wanted to do. I went to PT. I looked great. Now I don't go to PT.
You still look great.
Thanks, darling.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's interesting. Like I moved into a really nice apartment. I paid like I moved in there on my own. It's 2 bed. I paid $800 on my own for like a month.
800.
That's how much
week.
money she was making. She was making 800 a week on her own.
Yeah. And then I got someone in.
We didn't ask that. How much money were you making?
Oh no, well I wanted to ask that, but she kind of mentioned that.
okay.
No, I will obviously tell you.
Yeah, okay.
I worked
sweet,
out.
yeah.
I looked at my accounts last night because I had two. It's probably like I think it was 50 grand, which is not that bad. It's pretty standard wage, really.
Over how long?
Over a year. Like I started
Okay,
it in
yeah.
like December. Well, okay, taking it seriously, like when I quit my job
Yeah.
and like actually was like, yeah, I'll put all my energy into it. I was like, I don't know, February 2020. I don't know. Oh, fuck it, I'm so bad with times,
Yeah.
but it was basically a year,
Fair.
which is like pretty standard. I could have been better.
$100 a week. Oh, that must have been a lush gaff.
It was nice.
Oh,
It was
Right in
very
the
nice.
city, wasn't it?
Literally like above the Apple shop.
Ah, that's where it was.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was good.
that's class.
Mm-hmm.
that's so nice.
Expensive though. That was
Um,
discounted as well. It was meant to be like 1,200 a week. Mental.
How do people get away with like charging those prices in the city?
Oh,
It's ridiculous.
It's
nuts.
disgusting.
Don't know who would pay for that.
We had like some questions
Yeah, we do actually.
that people sent in, so we put this out on our IG page, Jizz, to like get some questions from people. So Dan, do you want to go first?
There was one question on here. I guess it's like multifaceted. It was like, what would you do or how would you feel if, I don't know if your parents know you did it.
My mum does.
Your mum does. What would you do like if eventually, I guess it's coming down now, so like you're working to get it down. If
Yeah.
if your kids saw it or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I guess at that point, yeah. It
Yeah,
would've
it
been
is
taken
interesting.
there.
Obviously, you have to think about stuff like that, but
Yeah.
I don't really know. Like, I don't have kids, so it's hard to say
Yeah.
like what I would think. But I think it just, I really don't actually know what I would say. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I've had stuff leaked before. Like
Yeah.
it was leaked to this like really fucking gross website. You'd literally type in a postcode and you'd just get pictures of all these girls in that area. It's actually disgusting. Like,
Whoa.
like people I went to school with were on there, like personal pictures that they'd sent like
Just
to other
back
people.
home?
Yeah.
That
So bad.
actually, I heard about this back home because in Ireland they passed a law where you can actually go to jail for sending on news.
Oh, really? It's called revenge porn. Like, it's a
yeah.
proper thing.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
So bad.
It's
Like,
actually illegal in Ireland. In
and
like,
it's
Republic of
it was
Ireland.
disgusting. I was reading all those comments. They were like, "Have you got any more wins of this one?" And then they would like slag me off and be like, "Oh, she's such a hoe." But have you got any more? Like, it's fucking gross. It's so weird. But you know, it is what it kind of made me laugh. Obviously, for me, I was like, you know, it's expected. I'm putting all that stuff out there. It's
Yeah.
going to happen. But you know, for the girls that like
Yeah.
sent them in confidence and stuff, that was a bit shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I think my dad. If he, I don't really know. Me and
How
my
have you
dad.
got away
Like,
with your dad not finding out?
don't know because his sister knows. It's weird.
What was your mum's reaction when you told her?
My mum was like, "Yeah, babes, go on."
Really?
Like, yeah, she.
You've like a proper like good
Yeah,
relationship with your
me and my mum
mum
are proper solid. Like
yeah.
she, but
proper solid.
yeah,
Go on, love.
yeah, no, she's cool. She's just like, yeah, if you can drain men like from their money, like fucking
Yeah,
do
fuck
it.
it.
I'm like, yeah, babe, go on.
Fuck it, mate.
Yeah.
Those jokes.
But
If I could do it, I would do it.
don't know if my dad found out. I wouldn't really care, to be honest. We didn't really get on. So
Yeah, fair.
daddy issues.
Do you want to unpack that? Should we talk about it?
I don't even know. I actually
How
need
was your
therapy.
relationship with your father while you were young?
What?
I said, what's your relationship like with your dad?
Oh, it's not great, honestly.
We're not going to
no,
go.
yeah, we went down into that.
It was a joke. Do you want to lie down for a sec? We're going to put you on the couch. We're going to do a deep dive into
Oh
this.
God, no.
We can bring it on for another episode. We
Yeah.
can psychoanalyze you.
Yeah, that's it. Tyra on the couch.
What's the weirdest thing someone's asked for?
People have asked me to shit on camera.
And how much did it
people-
take for you to do it?
No, well, I mean, like,
that was definitely like a
Did
joke.
you do it?
no, I didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No, I didn't do it. No, but like, come on, it's something you do every day.
how much was offered?
Not enough.
Like,
Okay,
how
fair.
much was offered? Would you?
I
go-
think he was like $30. I was like, you
What?
fucking
30
joking?
bucks?
This is what I mean. They literally
What?
set the bar so low, and you're there like, no, I'd like at least $1,000. Do you know what I mean?
$30 bucks.
Yeah,
Mate.
like the
what?
rudeness. You sat there like the fucking
I
cheek
imagine
of it.
even half the dudes on that don't even have a full-time job.
No, they don't.
Couple of
Of course
hundred
they
at
don't.
least. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
$30. What's going through your mind when you offer that? Really?
Have you not been offered to like cook like in your underwear or something before? Was it you that told me
Actually,
this?
what? Yeah, one guy. Yeah, he was interesting. He was actually one of my biggest spenders. He would always like
Big up.
ask. Yeah, I can't actually remember
Thanks
his
to
name. Oh,
username
his name was
13564.
Blaze. No, he was really good. He
That's what
actually
you say.
just like, I don't know. He wanted me to cook like I think he did art, so he wanted to like draw me. I had a lot of fan
Was it
art,
something
and it
like-
was awful.
Oh my goodness!
I
Can
looked
you
the
send
same.
I wish you brought some with you.
Can you send us pictures so I can like pop it up on
Yeah.
like the video version of this?
Oh yeah, I will.
Oh, that'd be jokes.
There's some of it like stick drawing. It's so shit at
No,
drawing.
I got sent one, and I
They're
looked
like that.
massive.
Like
My
send-
chin, I was like, bruv,
Wait,
am I
send it
actually
to
like that?
Sydney.
Yeah.
Send it to Sydney.
No, like they just like it was like digitally drawn.
Oh, okay. I was
Oh,
I'll
that's
send you
brilliant.
some so you can insert. It is absolutely awful. So she's like offended. I was like, I don't like that. But yeah, can't remember what I was saying. Lost my train of thought.
It was to do with what's the weirdest stuff that you ever asked you to do.
Yeah, I think it was. Oh, actually, one guy
Oh,
did
yeah.
ask me to like pretend that I was fucking my brother, like you know how people like stepbrothers and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my.
But
goodness.
I had to like
Step bro,
role play.
I'm stuck in the washing machine.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I've heard the video goes like that anyway. I've heard that.
Stock porn.
Yeah. Wait, what?
That's what it's called.
Stock porn?
Stuck, as in like you're stuck.
Oh, stuck porn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sweet,
Yeah.
no worries.
Have you heard of Bleached? It's
What?
the white version of Black. I found out the other day. I know. I found out the other day. I was like, oh, interesting.
Wait. As in the as in like.
Just mayonnaise everywhere.
I love it. Yeah, no, I was talking to my old housemate. And we were talking about porn. I was like, yeah, Blacked, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, I watched Bleached. I was like, I've never heard of that in my life.
So it's just white porn.
Yeah.
It's just called bleached.
I guess it's just white men
Just
nailing
sounds-
people, I
That
guess.
just sounds fucking horrible.
Oh, that's
What kind of porn
just-
you watching tonight? Bleached.
That just
Right.
really, that makes me feel really uncomfortable.
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Oh no. Oh,
He's
no.
eating stuff.
Mate, he's eating so much.
Oh,
That's fine.
Oh.
He'll throw up later. Good
Yeah,
man.
what
Has it
But,
changed the
yeah.
way you look at like sex and relationships?
not really.
No.
Did
Don't
it
think-
whilst you were doing it? Like,
I think, yeah, when I was doing it, because I thought, like, I'd obviously need a money benefit out of it. And
Yeah.
also some people would look at it really, I don't know, people have their views,
Yeah,
which
for
they're
sure.
entitled to. But, like, if I was to go out with someone, I'd obviously want them to be up for it.
Yeah.
And they'd
As in
have to be okay with
as
it.
To be in it, or
I
just
mean,
to be
ideally, otherwise
yeah.
I'll have to fucking go elsewhere. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if you're not going to help me make money, then...
so on a date, you would hope that like you'd be like, oh, by the way, because it's like it's two birds, one stone. On a good date, it's going well.
Yeah.
Also, you want to be in the video. Make
I
some
had
cash.
in my Tinder bio for a bit, I hope you're not shy behind the camera. Didn't go well.
Oh, in front of the camera.
In front of the
I hope you didn't have the fan behind the camera. I was like, what?
Well, no, actually, I did put behind. Does that not?
Yeah, it would have been in front.
It definitely should be in front of the
Yeah,
camera.
in front of the
No, because
camera.
they're behind.
This is where you're going wrong.
Yeah.
No, but you say in front, but then like they're still on it.
Oh,
It's-
maybe I put in front. I can't think. Probably didn't.
Yeah,
This is
'cause
what
then
was
you
going
think
on
they're
with your Tinder profile. That's why you weren't getting dates.
I'm actually banned from Tinder now.
What?
What?
Why?
Inappropriateness.
What?
This will be why. My headhunting for
That is hilarious.
Seriously.
yeah, savage times.
Did you actually hear it? A new like part of the Tinder and Hinge app?
Yeah,
is
I've heard.
where-
I'm joking.
No, so part of the new Tinder and Hinge app, they have this thing where it's going to be linked to like the police. So if people are getting like verbally, sexually like assaulted on it, like
Oh, wow.
if you report it, then it goes straight to like the police. Because
That's
apparently
good.
they've had like a lot of like
Doesn't
shit
surprise
going on.
me.
There was that guy in Sydney. It happened recently, I reckon, in the
Heard
last
about
6
that.
months. He started like, he was chatting to this bird, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm not keen or whatever," and he acted all nice, and then suddenly started calling her an absolute slag. You're pathetic. Like
On the app.
I can't believe you won't let me be with you. Look at you. I like, yeah, and all the messages were put online for people to see. She screenshotted it, put it up there.
Whoa.
He got fined. Something. I don't know what else happened. It was like ages ago. I can't remember the article, but it was pretty fucked. Like you got to be really sad.
It's actually
to
like
go in on a
funny.
woman because she's just not keen on you.
It's just like
chill
every
out.
girl
Male
will know a
ego.
guy though. Every
Yeah.
girl will know a guy that they've said no to them. You fucking slag, don't fancy you anyway. Like, grow up.
That male
Mate.
ego.
It's hilarious.
Damn
Yeah.
cisgenders.
Fucking yeah.
It's just crazy. Yeah.
Oh, I think we've like covered everything that I
Yeah.
wanted to cover.
I kind of.
Is there anything else you want to say?
Trying to think.
Would you give any advice for anyone recommend getting into OnlyFans?
I'd be
What's a
like-
piece of advice you'd recommend to them?
Don't expect to make loads of money overnight because you're not going to.
Yeah, fair.
And
Same with anything.
you have to work hard. Like, I'm pretty fucking lazy. I can't lie. Like, I think I've decided last week I want to be a stay-at-home mum. So, to be honest,
Decent.
yeah, I've fucking, what a life. Like, just
Yeah.
fucking all the
You don't
kids.
have a kid,
I
but
can
you,
cook.
you've
Okay.
already started it. You don't have a kid, you've already started it though.
What?
So you got to be a stay-at-home mum. You have to have a kid.
I don't have a man. I don't have a child.
Decent.
So
No, you're starting well.
Going well.
That's a very, very good start,
No.
though. Good start.
No, I want to be. I just want to be like Chrissy Teigen. She just fucking cooks all day.
Yeah,
Like,
she's
sweet, and she's great.
I'd love to be a stay-at-home mum.
But yeah.
Or stay-at-home dad.
So
Yeah.
but yeah, you have to be prepared. It's a full-time job. It's not some fucking like everyone's like. Do you know what? I actually get messages from people all the time, and they're like, "Oh, can you give me some tips and stuff?" And I'm just like, I have done. Obviously, I'll share all of my knowledge that I have.
Yeah.
But then all these people that would ask me, they wouldn't even fucking use the advice. So I've sat there for a fucking day. I'll FaceTime them and be like, right, this is what you need to do. Like, it's a lot of information. Give them all of the fucking cheat codes, and they don't even use it. And I'm like, oh.
But you know what's funny? Like you said you're lazy and you made like 50k. So can you imagine if someone was actually like
grafting?
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew girls.
More.
I'd speak to girls all the time. Like I've got friends in Canada, and they literally like this girl. She's made a fucking killing. She would make minimum 20 grand a month.
That's mad.
Minimum.
Party staff. Have you heard of party staff?
I have.
I've only heard about this recently, but
Really?
yeah, party staff is like
It's good.
what is it? You go on there and
Dan wanted to sign up. He's trying
You
he's
should.
trying to act all nonchalant.
no. I'll openly say.
go. Yeah, you do like. Yeah.
No.
You were
Okay,
gonna
sorry.
sign up.
I got told about party staff, and essentially what it is, you put yourself on there, and people will invite you out to dinner, to parties and stuff like that. You'd go, and they pay you a certain amount of money, and you just like
An escort.
You basically get fucked up with them, get drunk, or whatever.
I would do that.
Just do it. Right, exactly. And I was like, because I know back home some people that have done it, where they've gone to dinner with women or men as like escorts, and they've just gone for dinner with them, and they've been paid to do it. I would do that. If there's any old women out there who want to be taken to dinner and want to pay me, gladly do it.
No, that's it.
What you don't absolutely back to go and eat dinner with someone. Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Give me an extra tenner. How many ones? I think it's fine.
Sorry, Mum.
Shit. Yep.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I don't think my boss is going to be listening to this podcast, so
Mine won't be. I won't tell
yeah.
her.
My boss listens.
You've never done anything to it anyway.
Nah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's very
that's
true.
fine.
Little angel boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you very much, Tyra,
Yeah.
for coming on.
Thanks
This
for
has
having
been
me.
Jokes.
It's been a
been
pleasure.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Thank you if you've listened this far. The conversation's been very entertaining. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Facebook.
Yeah.
Follow our personal accounts as well. And also follow Tyra, because we're going to be putting that up as well.
She's single Pringle and ready to mingle.
Oh, God.
Single Pringle.
Single Pringle ready to mingle. That's the thing.
That's
You've
not,
never heard that?
it's not
Yeah.
Single Pringle.
Yeah, it is.
What is it
Single
then?
Pringle ready to
It
mingle.
is
It is,
single
that's the
Pringle.
thing.
Why Pringle?
I don't know why.
Because it rhymes with single, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. Pringle ready to mingle. There we go.
Thank you very much, everyone.
And if
Peace
anyone
out.
has any complaints, Lee Whitty
Stop
29.
saying his email address.
LeeWhitty29@gmail.com. We'll put that in the caption as well. LeeWhitty29@gmail.com. Reviews, complaints, anything at all.
All right, shut up now.
Been a pleasure.
Bye.